Hello from San Antonio, this is Siren Tarot. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. How does he feel without me in his life? Subscriber's request. Use any pronouns that you like. This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different piles to choose from. Pile 1, 5, Pile 2, 6, Pile 3, 1, and Pile 4, 4. Think of your person and make your selection. If you chose pile 1, here is your reading. Eight of Swords. Eight of Cups. Three of Wands, the Devil, the Moon, the World, Four of Swords, Three of Cups, Queen of Cups, Consultación Obra, Three of Pentacles. Especialización Azar, Two of Pentacles. Prisión, Represión, Eight of Swords. This person is trying to move on with their life. I see a lot of sex. I see a lot of partying. They could be an addict, that's always a possibility, or they could just be in this really hedonistic phase, this rock star phase, where they're trying to numb the pain, they're trying to forget you, they're trying to move on from this. They could be in a relationship with someone who has strong water in their chart. I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is a new person in their life, someone they're trying to create a relationship with. This is a new person. This is a new attraction with Three of Wands. They're trying to find stability with this person, but then they're raging, they're partying, so you can't really create a stable relationship if you're in Three of Cups and the Devil. But Three of Pentacles in the first row and the last row. I'm sorry. I haven't had any caffeine. I just woke up. Three of Pentacles in the first row and Three of Wands in the last row with this Queen of Cups. I feel like they're trying to get something started with this person, but they're going to sabotage. They're going to fuck it up because they're not taking good care of themselves. I see a lot of drinking, drugs, possibly. They're trying to numb out. They're trying to move on from whatever they had with you, but they're failing at it. To start with Eight of Swords and to end with Eight of Swords, they're still stuck in the energy of whatever the two of you had together. You probably had a really intense relationship. You probably, at the very least, lived together. If you weren't married, you at the very least shared a home and resources. Because this is not casual. This is not something where you were just flirting on social media and you never met in person. This is really intense energy. This is, well, I don't like to use terms too much, but it feels very karmic. It feels like you and this person exchanged a lot of energy in this lifetime and probably in previous lifetimes. There was a lot between you. And I do feel like there was a period of time where they were in solitude. They weren't socializing at all. But now it's balls to the wall, rock star mode. But it's weird because we have this hedonism, this partying, trying to numb the pain. And then we also have this new person, this new relationship. I'm going to get clarity on this. Okay. Please clarify this last row. 3 of Wands over the World, over Queen of Cups, 8 of Swords. What is going on with this person? 1 card. King of Wands. Yeah, this is someone they just started having sex with. So I don't feel like it's especially deep between them. I feel like it's pretty much based on sexual attraction. They could have strong Mars, Venus. But this is someone they've just started getting to know. And it's pretty much what I'm seeing is 2 people getting together and just having a good time. They drink, they smoke, do drugs maybe, listen to music, watch movies, they have sex. I don't see this lasting. I don't see this turning into anything permanent. This person is a placeholder. They're using this person to get over you. And they're going to fuck it up. They're going to sabotage. This is going to be brief. It may last 6 months at the most, is what I'm seeing. Because they can't move on from whatever they had with you. With these 8s, 8 of Swords twice, 8 of Cups. It's very likely, and with the Devil, that you have some Capricorn or some Saturn in your synastry. One example of many, say this person has his or her Saturn at 17 Gemini, and you have your Venus at 20 Gemini. That's a tight conjunction. In synastry, whenever your partner's Saturn touches one of your personal planets like Venus, Mars, the Moon, the Sun, I would say especially Venus or the Moon, it's going to feel very fated, very deep, very karmic, and it's going to be hard when you break up to move on from that. They're stuck in the Saturn bond they have with you, is what I'm getting. You could have a conjunction in the 10th house, which is the house of Capricorn, something. So I call out astro combos for fun because I'm obsessed with astrology. So a possible astro combo for this person is Sun in Capricorn, Aquarius rising, Moon in Scorpio. Those who chose pile 1, one possible combo, you could have Sun in Scorpio, Pisces rising, Moon in Virgo. So they're not doing well. They miss the balance, the stability, the structure you brought into their life. You're probably a lot more straight edge than this person. You're probably a lot more spiritual. And I'm seeing an addict, possibly an addict with this person. Or again, they could be going through just this hedonistic phase of trying to numb out, trying to repress these intense feelings. But they are missing you and they're not doing well. They're flailing. You're the sun to this person. You are the brightest light in this person's life. You lit up their world. They still dream of you. They still fantasize about you. And this may be too much information, but this just popped into my head. This new person, I see them having sex in the dark. The lights are off. And they're not really with this person. They're with you. When they're having sex with this person, they're thinking of you. This person cannot begin to compare. They had the most intense love of their life, the most intense romantic sexual love of their life with you. Three, Jupiter, Sagittarius. Another five, that's Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. And then we have an 8, Capricorn, Saturn. 1, Leo, the sun. 2, Cancer, the moon. Another 3. You have a lot going on in your synastry. You probably have strong Saturn, Venus. You could have Mars, Venus. You could have really strong moon synastry. Your moons could be conjunct, in opposition. Just my point of view, I feel like in moon synastry, the conjunction and the opposition are the strongest, the most intensely felt. Tide orb always with anything, but especially with the moon, 5 degrees or less. Bad. Yeah, I see this person smoking. Definitely. They're trying to move on, but they can't budge. They can't move on from what they had with you. Judge. You may have been married. Oh, there's no O. I was going to do opal for a birthstone. I was going to say late October opal birthstone. That would make you a Scorpio. No, we don't have purity. We have pure. I'm not really seeing purity. I'm not seeing pure love. I'm seeing a lot of mud. Not toxicity necessarily, but I'm seeing a big mess. Okay. Well, SeaWorld. You can see the roller coasters of SeaWorld from my front yard. Well, SeaWorld, Pisces, Christian Bale, one of the many Batmans, Ash, Ashes. I feel like it was really explosive between the two of you. It was a really knockdown, drag out, tower moment kind of ending. A really dramatic ending. Not really seeing any names. There are names here. Of course, all these letters, there has to be names, but I'm not seeing names. I'm not seeing We do have, God, my throat chakra. It's all the incense and sage I'm burning. Because I have my window open and they have all these dogs next door and it smells pretty bad. Julie. Damn it, we don't have an O. Well, we have Sag. This person probably has a lot of tattoos. Tattoos, piercings. The two of you may have engaged in BDSM together. Well, you get the gist. So that's what I have for pile 1. If that resonates, let me know. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell notifications, check out my numerous playlists. I got a playlist for the full moon in Sagittarius. I do playlists for every new moon and every full moon. Timeless reading, but if you're watching this when I upload it, we're coming up on the full moon in Sagittarius, the super moon on the 26th, May 26th. That's what I have. Muchas gracias for watching. And if you chose pile 2, here is your reading. 4 of Hearts, 4 of Cups. I always think Bela Lugosi, but that's not Bela Lugosi. That's Christopher Lee as Dracula. 4 of Hearts, 4 of Cups. Bridget Bardot. Voulez-vous danser avec moi? I'm going to have to learn basic French because I want to plan a trip to Paris while prices are low. Ace of Hearts, Ace of Cups. Père Lachaise is on my bucket list. Oh, Marie Callas, La Traviata, 5 of Hearts, 5 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Justice. I did too many cards. No, I didn't. Santa Muerte, Death. Okay. 4 of Wands. 8 of Wands. King of Cups. La Luna. Caballero de Espadas. The Moon, the Knight of Swords. Orgullo Reconocimiento, the 6 of Wands. Okay. This is tricky. Tricky, Run DMC. I'm going to add that to my full moon in Sagittarius playlist for 2021. It's tricky. This is how they feel about you not being in their life. It's mixed, but what I'm really getting here is that this person has moved on. They're with someone else, is what I'm getting. According to these cards, they are in a sexual relationship. I feel like they do miss you. They value whatever they had with you. They do miss you, but they are moving on. I do see them having sex with someone. Okay. And it's pretty passionate. With 8 of Wands in the center over the Knight of Swords, I see a lot of sexting and sex. I see them having sex. They're in a very energetic connection right now. When they're alone, they do remember what they had with you and they feel this sense of loss. But they're trying to be logical and rational about it. They're saying, well, we simply weren't meant to be. There were too many things against us. There were too many obstacles. There could be distance. There could be a big age gap. They may be saying, well, we didn't have that much in common. But on some level, they feel like what they had with you was pretty singular, and they're not going to find that again. But this person has a lot of water in his or her chart. They have a lot of water and they have a lot of fire. So they're moving, you know, they're energetic. They're ruled by their emotions, very passionate. This is not someone who's going to sit around and long for someone they're not with for any length of time. They're on to the next thing. In and out of love. Is that a Loverboy song from the 80s? In and out of love. One possible astral combo for this person. They could have, I feel like you're older than them, by the way. I feel like you're 5 or more years older than this person. Won't be everyone's story. That's impossible. This is for a vast unseen collective. I'm just looking at the cards. Okay, a possible astral combo for this person is Sun in Cancer, Aries rising, Moon in Leo. But I'm seeing a lot of water and fire. They could have an air ascendant or an air Mars and Gemini maybe. But with 8 of Wands over Knight of Swords, this is more the energy they're currently in is how I'm reading it. I see a lot of sexting, a lot of sexual communication with the person they're currently involved with. I feel like the person they're currently involved with has strong Libra and Pisces in his or her chart. I feel like they met this person on social media and they were very turned on by the person's pictures. So this person they're currently with is very provocative. They're overtly sexual. They could have an OnlyFans, but they're really into this person's looks. That may be hard to hear. I don't know. I don't know how emotionally invested you were in this person, but I feel like you were mismatched. I don't feel like you and this person were supposed to be together. I do feel like you had too many things against you, too many obstacles. Distance. I don't think an age gap is a big deal. I mean, most of my exes were quite a bit older than me. It's whatever, but when it comes to maturity, I feel like you're probably a lot more mature than this person. You have a lot more life experience. This person is still sowing his wild oats, his or her, but I'm seeing a masculine energy. They're still sowing their wild oats. They're not ready to be tied down. You were wanting a commitment and they're not wanting that. With this new person, it's probably going to fizzle out eventually because I feel like, similar to pile 1, it's pretty much sex-based. They probably had a more emotional connection with you, but this person was not ready for 4 of Wands or anything serious. They still dream about you. But I feel like this person displayed ambivalence with you. They may have gone ghost with you. They may have just stopped responding to your messages. If this is your story, if this does resonate at all, I would strongly suggest do not reach out to this person. Let this person go. If they decide at some point that they want to contact you, of course, they can, they will. But right now, they're in something very energetic, and I would not mess with this because you're going to end up getting hurt. They're all about the sex right now. With this quadrant, 8 of Wands, Knight of Swords, King of Cups, 6 of Wands. I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole. I would not reach out to this person. If this is your story, if it does resonate. Okay. Ten of Swords. Yeah. They see it as being over. They're trying to move on. So they may be thinking this person they're fucking with is their ideal life partner, but I don't see them getting married to this person. I feel like they're just infatuated right now. I don't see this turning into a long-term committed relationship. So it's clearly over between the two of you, and they're trying to move on. And they're probably codependent. They probably go from relationship to relationship. They don't sit for any length of time and try to work on themselves. No, they're on to the next thing, is what I'm seeing. They're very sure of themselves. They're very confident. They don't second guess. They don't think, well, that was really tacky the way you treated that person. It's really tacky how quickly you moved on. They don't stop and think about that. They're very self-absorbed, very selfish, very immature. Yeah, Page, the Page energy, someone who's just starting out in life and they haven't learned how to treat other people yet. It's all about them and their gratification. And there's the name, Page, was really popular in the 80s in America. Drugs. I feel like sex is a drug for this person. They could be a sex addict, or they just really like having a lot of sex. This person is very rash. They're very impetuous. This person can be very rude. Not the most sensitive person. Pretty tactless. I have to say it. This is the kind of person who would not feel bad at all about having someone on the side. They're not really into the whole monogamy thing. So I can see them having this person for this purpose, and then they have someone on the side, a Sancho or Sancha. Spider. When I see spider, I think Scorpio. They're really good at hurting people. That's where this person excels. They're really, really good at hurting people. So I would let this go. If this resonates, just, yeah, let this one go. So that's what I have for pile 2. If that resonates, please let me know. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Did I roll the dice for this? I don't think I did roll the dice. Okay. I have no memory of rolling the dice. Aquarius. 4 is Aquarius, 8 is Capricorn, 3 Jupiter Sagittarius, and 1 Leo, the Sun. It's all about them and their agenda. Very selfish person. So, yeah, that's what I have for pile 2. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlist. Muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 3, here is your reading. Checking the iPhone. Looking good, looking good. Okay. I didn't put any bracelets on. I want to put my bracelets on. I'm going to show them off just a second. I got these new skull bracelets. My son is being dramatic in the next room. I don't know what he's yelling about. So I got this new black skull bracelet. I've had this turquoise skull bracelet for a while. I've got a white one on the way, and then I got this red one. So the red and black are new. Got them at Amazon. Okay, pile 3. Carmen Jones, Dorothy Dandridge, 5 of Diamonds, 5 of Pentacles. The Jack of Diamonds, Knight of Pentacles, Coyotes versus Indians. Two of Spades, Two of Swords. Six of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. 3 of Wands. Ace of Cups. 7 of Cups. Discusión, competir. I know I fucked that up. That is the 5 of Wands. I just love this deck. Mexico flag. I love Spanish. Can't speak it for shit, but I do adore the language. It's my favorite language on the planet. Okay. Victoria Avance, 6 of Swords. El Mundo, the world. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. What is going on with this person? They're struggling financially. I see them spending a lot of time on social media. Facebook, Instagram. I can't do Facebook. I'm on Twitter, name only, but I don't have the app on my phone. I hate Twitter. But I am addicted lately to Instagram. Instagram is my favorite because it's so visually rich. The emphasis is on the visual in Instagram. Anyway, I see this person on Facebook or Instagram, and they're the kind of person, male or female, who will just slide into the DMs, which I don't really understand that. I don't understand the whole sliding into the DMs thing, but I was born in 1973. I'm Generation X. I just think it's rude if you've not established some kind of relationship with a person to just go into the DMs and say, hi. And that's a really poor way to start a conversation, I think, to just slide into the DMs. Hi. Okay, that tells me nothing about you. What do you want from me? I see this person sliding into the DMs of just random people that appeal to them, people they're attracted to. And they don't really have any game. They don't know what they want. They're just attracted to the person. So, hey, here I am. Let's have a mediocre conversation. Not to be rude. I guess I'm judgmental. Well, I am judgmental. I just feel like people should try a lot harder to connect to fellow human beings and not be so lame. Their attempts. They don't know what they want. They don't know how to manifest. They're just kind of in la-la land. This Neptune, Pisces, swampy energy of, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to smoke a bowl. I'm going to eat a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. I'm going to watch Rick and Morty. And then I'm going to slide into some random ass stranger's DMs on Instagram. They're not good at communicating. They're not good at creating structure and sensibility in their life. They're just kind of all over the place. So since you're not in their life, they're in la-la land. This could be a soulmate, but I don't feel like this person really thinks in terms of soulmates or twin flames or any of that. They're pretty unaware. They're in the shadows. They're not conscious. I'm seeing someone who's just not conscious. They don't work on themselves. They're very young, not necessarily in age, a very young spirit, a very young soul, someone who's not adept yet at the whole human thing. They've not figured things out. This is like a 19-year-old, someone who's living on their own for the first time. They just got a dorm. They don't know what the hell. They're like at the buffet, and they're discombobulated by all the choices. Like, oh, I really want those grapes. No, I want that potato salad. No, I really want that fried chicken. They're confused by all the choices. To be honest, which I always am, this energy is not appealing to me because this person is just so lazy, and I have to say it, dumb. I'm getting someone who's really not that smart. Everyone's good at something. Well, not necessarily. If this person is good at anything, it's at drawing. They could be really good with the pen or the pencil. They could be an artist. I feel like this person is disabled in some way. They could have a diagnosis. They could have borderline personality. They could have bipolar. They could have a lot of anxiety, and they deal with the anxiety by smoking or drinking. But I see them in a dark room a lot, listening to music, watching television, watching movies, smoking, eating Fruity Pebbles. That's random. That just jumped out. Cheez-Its out of the box. Is that an American thing? I don't know. I've eaten a lot of Cheez-Its out of a lot of boxes, but haven't had Fruity Pebbles in a while. This person does not take good care of their physical or spiritual health. I don't feel like this person is on a spiritual path. You probably walked away from this person because you're a lot more focused, you're a lot more grounded, you're a lot more rooted in reality. You probably have a career and you take your responsibilities pretty seriously. You could be a single parent. And this person is not quite ready for prime time. They're just not hitting the marks. They could be in between jobs. They could be on unemployment. They could be on disability. They could be living with their parents or other family members. They get pulled into these things like conspiracy theories. They go down all these rabbit holes. They're not really living in the 3D. They're in the 5D, but not spiritual. How does that work? Well, someone who's not conscious, someone who's just, I don't know, on drugs, and they dream a lot and they have these visions, but they lack cohesion. They don't know how to put it all together. They don't know how to integrate the 3D with the 5D. So, I'm seeing a lot of Pisces. Pisces and Taurus. A possible astral combo for this person is Sun in Pisces, Moon in Taurus, Libra rising. I feel like I'm calling this person out. I'm being really harsh with this pile. I don't know why. But if this resonates at all, you're probably a lot better off without this person, because I just see them being stuck in the mud. I don't see them being able to pull themselves out of this sinkhole. You know, if money is important to you, if being with someone who is at least semi-successful is important to you, someone who can hold down a job, someone who can pay the bills, and someone who can function in the 3D. If that's important to you, then you're not going to have it with this person. Not anytime soon. They've got a lot of growing up to do. I'm really seeing the number 19. This person could be 19 years old. But they may have a mom who over-nurtured them. A mom who just did everything for them. And they've not been taught how to be independent, how to be responsible. That's what I'm getting loud and clear for this pile. You probably have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. So I call out astro combos for fun. I'm just obsessed with astrology. A possible astro combo are those who chose pile 3. You could have Sun in Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn, Aries rising. I feel like you're really cardinal. The cardinal energy is the most proactive. Cardinal gets shit done. Cardinals, they're the badasses of the zodiac. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Well, I'm partial toward Aries and Capricorn, but let's see. Two of Swords, yeah, they really suck at communication, and you're really good at it. You probably have strong Libra in your chart. You could have a lot of stuff in the 7th house, which is the house of Libra, the house of partnership, marriage. I would not, I'm being a bitch, I'm sorry. I would not want to have kids with this person. Deadbeat dad. You know, these men who don't pay child support, that's the vibe I'm getting. They're just not responsible at all. Not even a little bit. Two, Cancer, the moon. Oh, wow. We have 3 2s. Cancer, the moon. And then 4 is Aquarius, and then 6 is Libra, or Venus, which rules the Libra and Taurus. 1, Leo, the sun. 6 and 7, Neptune, Pisces. Yep. And letters. Oh God, I hate to say it, it just jumped out. Okay, I saw a car crash. I'm not saying this person's going to be in a car crash or a car wreck, but I just saw a DUI. Maybe they don't have their license, or maybe they have a breathalyzer in their vehicle because they have a DUI. I don't know. It's a reality. It's really common in Texas. One of my exes had 2 DUIs, so. Jade. P. Take a P test for work. P test. If they took a P test right now, they'd probably fail it. Shit. This is a joke. They can't spell very well. They think you're really pretty. It's terrible. They think you're really pretty. Jared. Good old Jared. I have a stepbrother named Jared. He's a Pisces. Beer. Of course. Bush, Bud Light, Corona, Negro Modelo. I personally think Indio, which is a Mexican beer, Indio is the best beer on the planet. If you're going to drink beer, it might as well be Indio. They will not share their beer with you. I'm just being stupid on purpose now. They will not share their beer with you, even though you are pretty. Dell. Okay. Well, you get the gist. That is what I have for pile 3. If that resonates, please let me know. If it doesn't resonate at all, let me know. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You don't want to miss any of this content. And check out my numerous playlists. Follow me on Instagram at Shuffle harder. It's one word, no underscore. Shuffle harder at Instagram. Muchas gracias. And if you chose cuatro, pile 4, the number of Aquarius, here is your reading. El gato. Meow. King of Diamonds, King of Pentacles. In person, Lucille, Little Richard, Long Tall Sally, Tutti Frutti, Little Richard and his orchestra. 7 of Diamonds, 7 of Pentacles. I want to go bowling. Oh my God, I want to go bowling so bad. I'm going to meet my optimal life partner in a bowling alley. In Gemini season. It's Gemini season right now. This is a timeless reading, but if you're watching when I upload it on, what is today's date? It's Thursday, May 20th. I thought Gemini season started on the 21st, but we're in Gemini season. I've got a rainbow wig that I'm going to put on. I've got silver pants. I'll be posing at Instagram. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 10 of Hearts, 10 of Cups. Omo, nu met Wasserwasser. I can't speak German, not even a little bit. Temperance. 10 of Pentacles. Well, I hate to tell you, Long Tall Sally, but it looks like this person has moved on and they're in a really successful relationship. Page of Cups. They're either married or they're headed in that direction. 4 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Yeah. 6 of Swords. They're moving toward, if they're not married already, they're moving towards something significant, serious, substantial with someone else. Mentira, Traición, 3 of Swords. I love this deck. I don't use it often because I just butcher the Spanish. I suck at Spanish, but I just can't resist. I love the images so fucking much. Amenaza, miedo. The 9 of Swords. El otro mundo, the other world. God, I love that. That is so badass. It's so Halloween. My favorite holiday. They moved on. Okay. They still think about you. And they beat themselves up. They say, it's over. It's supposed to be over. There's nothing more for the two of us to exchange in this lifetime. Forget it. That they're really wanting to manifest this marriage again. If they're not married already, because this is very relationship intensive with King of Pentacles as the first card. That's the husband card, regardless of their gender. I'll just read it like this because you can get all kinds of interpretations. I'll read it like this. They're moving toward a serious relationship with someone. Okay? They may be planning a proposal. This is a long-distance relationship. Them and this new person, it's a long-distance relationship. They could have met on the internet. And they do feel like this is their person, but they still think of you, and it bugs the hell out of them. Maybe the two of you were married. Maybe you divorced. Maybe it was a very short marriage, 2 years or less. This person is not happy being alone. They have to be in a relationship at all times. And some people are like that. My mom is on her 3rd marriage. My dad is on his 5th marriage. If I'd had my way, I'd be on my 3rd marriage by now. But it didn't work out with the man that I wanted to marry in 2016. We were on and off for years, and I finally walked away in 2016. But I want to get married again. But it has to be optimal. I'm not going to get married just to get married. You know, I'd rather be alone. If it's not optimal, I don't want it. But this person, they're very codependent. Okay, this person they're marrying, it could turn out that this is a really mediocre marriage, but they would rather be in a mediocre marriage than be alone with their thoughts, because it was impossible with you. I don't know why. I don't know if there were religious factors, if you couldn't get married because of religion, or I don't know, a really weird age gap, like 15 or 20 years or more. I don't know. I like age gaps, personally. My exes have always been older than me, but, you know, you can get caught up in cultural expectations and all that bullshit. Whatever. Religion, culture, society. For some reason, the two of you could not make it work. I don't know if you have square Mercuries, like the guy that I wanted to marry. Our Mercuries are square, not by degree, but by sign. He has Mercury in the late degrees of Sagittarius, and I have Mercury at 14 Pisces. So not an orb, not 10 degrees or less, but we fought constantly. We were never on the same page. And I feel like the communication sucked between the two of you. You couldn't see eye to eye. You were always misunderstanding each other. Something was always lost in translation. You were not on the same page. You did not understand each other. So there was other stuff, obviously, that brought you together and kept you together for however long you were together. There was strong, probably Mars, Venus, really hot sex, a strong sexual attraction. Maybe you even had some moon synastry, but if the Mercury synastry is problematic, a lot of times that can't be overcome, that can't be resolved. You have to be able to communicate with your partner. You have to understand each other. It has to just flow and be natural and organic. If you're constantly butting heads, I mean, God, there's no satisfaction in that. I keep thinking of Tawny Katane and David Coverdale. You know, they were that hot couple in the 80s. Tawny Katane recently died at the age of 59. She was a Leo. David Coverdale is a Virgo. I don't know what they had going on in their synastry, but you think, wow, a couple like that, they were so hot, they looked so good together. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to last. Maybe they had terrible Mercury synastry, terrible moon synastry. But just as an observer, someone who doesn't know, someone who watched MTV in the 80s, I would just say they had really hot Mars Venus. That's obvious. They were really in each other sexually. But you can't build a life on that. Maybe you and this person had something similar. So they have struggled, but they're trying to move on. They're trying to manifest marriage with someone else. I call out astro combos for fun because I'm obsessed with astrology. A possible astro combo for this person, your ex-person, whatever, they could have Sun in Taurus, Aquarius rising, Moon in Cancer, one possibility of many. You could have Sun in Virgo, Gemini rising, Moon in Sagittarius, just some possibilities. But I'm seeing really good sex. The two of you had a really strong sexual connection. But I also associate Mercury with a sense of humor. Maybe this person thinks that Rick and Morty is hilarious and you're more into Monty Python. Something like that. Five, communication. Yeah, Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. And then we have, 2 6s, strong sexual attraction. The two of you just tore each other's clothes off at every available opportunity. The sex was thebomb.com. 6, which is Venus, which rules Taurus and Libra. And then 3, Jupiter, Sagittarius. 9, Mars, Aries. This person probably pursued the hell out of you with zero ambivalence. They really, really wanted you. And then it just started to fade. The Empress. You could have had a child or children with this person. They still see you as the ideal, regardless of gender. They see you as the ideal. And I feel like they did pursue you like their ass was on fire in the beginning. It was very hot between the two of you. This person could have a really crude sense of humor that may have turned you off because they're very crude. They use a lot of crude language, like me. I pride myself on my crude language. Yeah, this person has a lot of pride. They could have a lot of stuff in the 5th house, which is the house of Leo. They could have a sun that makes a fuck ton of aspects. A cow chewing its cud, well, Taurus. This could be an LGBTQ relationship. June is Pride Month, isn't it? We're in Gemini season. June will be here soon. It's a timeless reading, but... Bloom. Judy Blume, my favorite author when I was a kid. Tiger Eyes. Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret. Tiger Eyes is my favorite. Blubber. Otherwise known as Sheila the Great. Starring Sally J. Friedman as herself. Love Judy Blume. She's an Aquarian like me. Yeah, I just feel like the two of you argued constantly. You charmed this person. Again, they have you on a pedestal. It's very unlikely anyone can ever knock your ass off this pedestal. You were the best. You were the divine. You were the most beautiful. But you couldn't get along. Yeah, Paul. Pauly Shore was popular in the 80s, early 90s. Pauly Shore. He's also an Aquarian, I think. Bride. I see them getting married again. Maybe you had a pup together. You had a little puppy dog that meant a lot to the two of you. A puppy dog named Dell. Hell, it's a last name. The first guy I had a real big crush on when I was a teenager was Matt Hell. Kelview Heights Baptist. Midland, Texas. The 80s. He was a Leo. Leo. That's what I have for pile 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.